For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
On the campus of Elmhurst University, we are just about ready to get the men's game underway. Both teams on the floor warming up. It is the final game of the regular season for both of these two teams, so it is senior day here at R.A. Fagnall Hall, and head coach John Baines is going to recognize his seniors here in just a moment, just like the women did earlier today. And by the way, if you just logged on, the women played Wheaton earlier today. Wheaton knocked off Elmhurst 78-42. Senior day for them, and now a senior day for the men's team. And again, it will be John Baines who will be addressing this crowd as they have come in, and we've got a really good crowd on hand here. Obviously, Wheaton, the Thunder, not very far away. So a good crowd settling in here at R.A. Fagnall Hall. And let's go to John Baines right now as he recognizes his seniors.
Tradition every year, we get to honor our seniors. This year we have 5 academically eligible seniors. A couple of things about this group. This group of seniors has gone has gone 75 and 23, which is the best 4-year winning percentage in school history. Literally the best stretch ever. Additionally, these 5 players have a combined GPA of 3.34. By all accounts, model student athletes. So let's begin. Our first senior, Ocean Johnson. Walking with his mom, Rokisha Johnson. Ocean is an art business major. He's a 3-year starter and captain. Ocean, if you look up a definition of a smile that can light up a room, it would be it, which is right there. He has grown up here. His effort and his attitude and his ability as a teammate are off the charts. He's just a rock-solid person. He's special. If you're close to Ocean, you know that he's somebody you can count on, and I have a feeling he's going to influence so many people in his life. Ocean Johnson. Our next senior, Wes Hooker. Accompanied by his mom, Janine Smith, dad, Wes Hooker, sisters, Kyla Green and Ariana Hooker. Wes is a psychology major. He's been a CCIW All-Conference player, and he's a captain of our team. The minute Wes Hooker stepped on this court as a freshman, he's been exciting, he's played with passion, he's competitive, he's developed into one of the best defensive players in the nation. He has many layers of his personality, as you can see right there, and I love it. I'm thankful for Wes because he's made me a better coach as much as I've tried to make him a good player, and I really credit our relationship. Wes Hooker. Our next senior, Reese Taylor, accompanied by his dad, Rob Taylor. Reese is a finance major. Reese has been a spot starter for us. Reese is mature beyond his years. I can tell you he likes to take long walks and water his plants. He's definitely an old soul. He is a bright, genuine, and introspective person. I've had some great conversations with Reese over the years, and he is so easy to be around. He is going to make one great husband and dad, I can tell you. Reese Taylor. Our next senior is Miles Thomas, escorted by his mom, Lenita, dad, Mark, and brother, Mark. Miles is a sports management major. He's also one of our captains. Miles wears his heart on his sleeve, and he plays his tail off. And off the court, people just gravitate to Miles. He works camp for us every summer, and he runs our 4 to 6-year-old group. And I get more people stopping me in Elmhurst asking, can we get with Miles? Can we come to the game? People just love being around him. He's a driven, passionate person, and he is going to be successful. I just know it. Miles Thomas. Our last senior, Jonathan Zapinski, escorted by his mom, Sherry, and dad, Paul. Jonathan is a actuarial science and finance double major. It's hard for me to call him Jonathan. He's been zippy for us for all 4 years. He's the all-time shot block leader here in the career and in season. He's an Elite 90 winner, which was the highest upper-class GPA of anybody at the Final Four, and has been a 2-year captain. He is a one-of-a-kind, unique personality. He's the only guy from Texas that comes here and wears shorts in the Chicago winter. He's interesting guys. You have all the accolades academically and statistically for him, but I guess the best thing I can say about Zippy, he's the guy that programs are built around. Jonathan Zapinski. Before we start our game, first of all, I'd like to thank the parents that are here. You have high character, hardworking, polite sons, and I think they benefited from being at Elmhurst, but our program has benefited from them, and that's a credit to you. Thank you for being such good parents. Can I get one last applause for the most decorated 4-year seniors in the history of this school?
So there you have the 5 seniors being honored before the ball game. John Baines does a great job at addressing the crowd. Ocean Johnson, Miles Thomas, Jonathan Zapinski, Wes Hooker, and Reese Taylor, your 5 seniors being honored here today. Well, we need to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, the national anthem, and the opening tip. Elmhurst, Wheaton, coming your way next on BlueJayTV.com.
We know that going to college is a huge investment. You put your trust and time in Elmhurst University, and we do the same. You invest in us, and we invest in you.
Your story begins as we welcome you to Elmhurst University. From your first day of orientation, our focus is getting you acclimated to college life and making you a part of the Elmhurst community.
Definitely Elmhurst was the one that I fell in love with. Right when you stepped on campus, it was a nice environment. It just felt like home.
The
Goal of first year seminar is to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. It's an instantaneous way to have a niche at Elmhurst.
A lot of times there's that doubt that I don't know if I can make it here. I don't know if I'm meant to be here. I feel it is our role as an institution to get those doubts out of their mind the second they are on this campus.
Once you've started classes, our responsibility is to support you both personally and academically.
Your faculty and your staff who are here and committed to your success are going to be walking with you on that journey, providing both the challenge and the support for you along that way.
I changed my major about 5 times, and so I really needed someone there to help me through it, help me pick out new classes, to help me make sure that I graduate on time.
So they support us academically, but they're also interested in our lives as a whole individual. For example, when I was applying for the Fulbright, they were more than willing and super supportive.
Along with supporting you, our job is to make sure you challenge yourself in order to make the most of your experience.
When the students, especially in computer science, go out into related fields, they're going to be confronted with adapting to new environments, new technologies, and we try to challenge them in the classroom to adapt, to learn how to learn.
I've had teachers go to me and say, like, I think you'd be interested in research, so they introduced me to some professors, and I've been doing research now for 3 semesters. It taught me a lot about myself, definitely, and about the way I adapt to different situations.
I think we all learn best when we're a little bit scared, a little bit on the edge. I really believe that the things that are beyond the typical, experiencing undergraduate research, studying abroad, having a quality internship, some of those things are going to be most memorable and meaningful and really impactful for them.
As your academic journey at Elmhurst comes to an end, our relationship reaches a crucial point as we launch you into the next phase of your life.
Elmhurst is a liberal arts college that aims at creating educated citizens, and that's not a process that just takes 4 years or 2 years. We're invested in these students. We give our kind of heart and soul to them while they're here, and so we care if they succeed once they leave.
When students go on to graduate and go on to live amazing lives and do things personally and professionally, their fingerprints are still all over this institution in a way that helped us to become a better sense of who we are and who we as an institution want to be in the world.
We don't at Elmhurst tell students what to think, but we try to teach them how to engage with their own values to become better citizens of this country, of this world.
And that makes me proud to be a part of the community of Elmhurst.
I'm confident in our graduates because I know we've prepared them both personally and professionally. We love to see them fly the nest and flourish.
Welcome back to R.A. Fagnall Hall. The crowd has settled in nicely here. Mark Kruger delighted to bring you the men's game. Elmhurst University taking on the Wheaton Thunder. Glad to have you logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Bruce Hill will introduce the starting lineups
now let's
in just
meet
a
the
bit.
starting lineups for today's game.
Well, let's go to Bruce Hill right
the visiting
now for
Thunder
the
of
introduction
Wheaton.
to this afternoon's starting lineups.
6'3" senior, number 2, Andrew Williams. 5'11" grad student, number 13, Tyson Cruikshank. 6'5" senior, number 22, Eli Considine. 6'7" grad student, number 23, TJ Askew. And 6'4" junior, number 24, Nick Chiavallo. Thunder are coached by Mike Schauer and enter today's contest with a record of 21-3, 13-2 in the CCIW.
For the Wheaton Thunder, who come into this game with a record of 21-3, 13-2.
And now the starting lineup for your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. 6'3" senior, number 2, Ocean Johnson. 6'3" junior, number 10, John Itunis. 6'1" sophomore, number 13, Matt Wallach. 6'6" senior, number 15, Jonathan Zapinski. And 6'2" senior, number 22, Wesley Hooker. Blue Jays are coached by John Baines, assisted by Peyton Wyatt and Tyler Pierce. They enters today's game with a record of 16-8, 8-7 in the CCIW. Our officials today, Nitin Rao, Jeff Lewis, and Bobby Mazalewski.
The Wheaton Thunder and head coach Mike Schauer, 4 of the 5 starters average in double figures. Andrew Williams is averaging technically 9.6 points per game, but round that up to 10. Tyson Cruikshank, the graduate student, he's averaging 19.8 points per game. He's the leading scorer for the Thunder. He pulls down 6 rebounds per game as well. TJ Askew, 13 a game. Nick Chiavallo averaging 10 points per game as well. So a well-balanced ball club. Of course, for the Blue Jays, led by Ocean Johnson, 14 a game. John Itunis, 14.6 per game. Wes Hooker, 13.2 per game. Opening tip controlled by the Thunder, and we are off and running here in Elmhurst. So glad to have you with us. This is going to be a great matchup. Wheaton Thunder ranked number 7 in the latest D3Hoops.com poll. 21-3 on the year as they turn the ball over on its first possession, and now the Blue Jays. Here's John Itunis. The last time these two teams met, John Itunis had 30 points. He was 13 of 20 from the field. The Blue Jays won that game in overtime. That was back on December 10th of 2022. Wallach backing in his defender Cruikshank, and a foul is going to be called here on Tyson. Here's another look at it here. You'll see Wallach right away. They're going right at Cruikshank. And so Wallach will be at the line here to shoot a pair. But the Blue Jays back at King Arena won over Wheaton in overtime, 79-75. Itunis hit a key 3 at the end of regulation. He knocked down a 3 with under a second left to send the game into overtime. He misses a couple of free throws here, so we're still scoreless. Cruikshank, though, breaks that from the free throw line. Tyson with his first 2 points of the game. Cruikshank, a grad student, backdoor cut. Wallach to the reverse, and he lays it in. Matt Wallach missed all of last year with a knee injury. You see the brace on his left knee. But he's had a fine season, mostly coming off the bench, but getting the start late in the season, and he's done a nice job. Here's Williams picking up his dribble. Tied at 2 here. Cruikshank to the hook, yes. Tyson Cruikshank down low, showing all of his skills. Cruikshank, a first-team all-conference performer a year ago. Zapinski got cut off. Up top to Itunis. Boy, what a crowd. One of the biggest crowds we've had here all year. Ocean Johnson elevating. 3-ball in and out into the hands of Williams. Williams behind the back dribble. Driving baseline, blocked from behind by Zapinski, but there was some body contact, so Eli Considine will come to the line here to shoot a pair. Take another look as Zapinski, he got him on the shoulder there, it looked like. Eli on the year, an 80% free throw shooter. 5-2 Thunder. And Eli knocks down both free throws, and it's 6-2. Wheaton is going to be the number 1 seed or the number 2 seed. It obviously depends on what Elmhurst does here this afternoon against Wheaton and what North Park does. North Park is at Augustana tonight. Wallach in the lane, shot no good. Zapinski battling for it, got held. No call, but he got it. Wes Hooker on the drive, wave it off. But he was fouled before the drive. But no matter what happens, Wheaton, there's another look at it. You see Zapinski, good hustle there in the corner. Foul is going to be on TJ Askew, his first. Itunis into the lane, spins, fades, gets it to go. John Itunis buries his first field goal attempt, and it's 6-4 Thunder. Wheaton and North Park are going to be your 1 and 2 seeds in the CCIW Conference Tournament next week, so they will get byes. They won't play until the semifinal round, which is February 24th. There's a 3-ball good by TJ Askew. Askew, a 6'7" grad student from San Diego, California, averaging 13 a game and 6.3 rebounds per contest. Zapinski from the elbow leaves that one a little bit short. Askew with the rebound. Askew running the floor nicely, dishing it up. Zapinski comes over with the block. The block on Chavello. At the other end, Ocean Johnson finishing. But that all started with the block by Jonathan Zapinski, his 75th block of the season. Into the lane, the blocking foul on Wallach, and count it, Andrew Williams looking to complete the 3-point play. Whoa, the tempo is up and down here in the early going. And it'll be Williams, an 80% free throw shooter as well, to the line looking to complete the 3-point play. Thunder averaging 74 points per game, the Blue Jays 80 points per game. Williams connects and hits the 3-point play. Or converts the 3-point play, I should say. 12-6, the Thunder have doubled up on the Blue Jays here in the early going. 2 20-minute halves here on the men's side. Wallach backing in, puts up Zapinski. And the rebound by Considine. Cruikshank blocked again by Zapinski. Hooker on the move. Kicks it out. Itunis for 3. Rimming in and out. Rebound Considine. End-to-end action here. 3-ball by Chavello. Loose ball. Considine picks it up. Wheaton will get another opportunity here. They kick it out. 3-ball. Askew is good. TJ Askew buries his second triple. 15-6. The Thunder by 9. Hooker on the drive. Takes it all the way. Well, it looked like he was going to slam it down, but pulled up at the very last second. The drive, no good by Williams. Boy, end-to-end action here. Wallach in the lane, kicks it out. Hooker, shot, no. Tapped out, and a foul will be called. I think Jonathan Zapinski went over. Oh, no. They're calling it against Wheaton here. take another look. You saw the end of it there. I'm not sure who they've got. Oh, they're calling it on Considine, his first. So Wes Hooker to the line. Gets the first one to go. Reese Taylor into the game. One of the seniors being honored before the game. Tegan Pearson into the game as well. Tegan with 18 points the last time these two teams met, back on December 10th. So him and Taylor, the first guys off the bench for John Baines here tonight. 15-8, the Thunder with the ball and a 7-point advantage. Chiavello gives it to Askew. Tried to get it inside to Crookshank, couldn't handle it. And the Thunder turn it over. Hooker looking to push. Hooker to the left hand and lays it in. Wes Hooker and Ocean Johnson, when they are at their best, in my opinion, the best backcourt in the conference. When they are at their top, no question. 5-point advantage for the Thunder. Here's Considine. Now it's Crookshank. Crookshank guarded by Pearson. They switch. Hooker on him now. They get it into Considine. Chiavello. Crookshank now. 3 on the shot clock. Chiavello launches up the 3. It's well short. Blue Jays looking to push. Itunis drives and he was fouled. Considine has to respect the 3-point shooting of Itunis, and when John passed up on the 3, you'll see him pass up on the 3 and drive. You'll see the reach in and the second foul on Eli. 4 team fouls for Wheaton, 2 team fouls for Elmhurst. Boy, end-to-end action here to start this game. I wonder if this game can stay at this pace all game long. Elevating Pearson, top of the key, no good. Crookshank with the rebound. Here come the Thunder. Crookshank's pass goes out of bounds. It was intended for Nate Sock. Nate Sock is a 6'5" junior from Littleton, Colorado. So it will be Blue Jay basketball. One of the other seniors, Miles Thomas, is into the game now for the Blue Jays, a sports management major. 6 foot from Chicago's Leo High School is where he went. Taylor at the elbow drives. Taylor has it stripped as he went up by Connor Braun, number 35. Braun, a 6'9" grad student from Tempe, Arizona. Foul though on Crookshank, so 2 fouls on Crookshank, and that's going to bring Reese Taylor to the line to shoot 2. Taylor hits the first. And so Crookshank is going to come out of the game. So the leading scorer for the Thunder, averaging nearly 20 points per game, out at the 13:26 mark with 2 fouls. Let's see if the Blue Jays can take advantage of that as Taylor hits the 2 free throws. Whistle away from the ball. Micah Schneiders, number 12, is into the game for the Thunder. 6'4" junior from New Lenox. He went to Yorkville Christian and then went to Eastern Illinois before transferring over to Wheaton. Back in the game is Askew. Back in the game is Zapinski for the Blue Jays. Zapinski comes in for Hooker. 15-12 in favor of the Thunder. Popping out here is Askew, guarded by Zapinski. Schneiders. Sock faked the 3. Schneiders kicks it out, and with 3 seconds on the shot clock, Andrew Williams stepped out of bounds. So a turnover for the Thunder, and now the Blue Jays, if they can knock down a 3, can tie this game up. Zapinski hands it off to Itunis. John behind the back dribble. Back up top here to Pearson. Pearson on the drive. Can't get it to go. Defending him was Sock. Ball loose. We're going to have a held ball here. And possession arrow going to Elmhurst. Boy, the Blue Jays really attacking the rim. Trying to get the Thunder into foul trouble. Wheaton has 5 team fouls. Elmhurst with 3 team fouls here at the 12:37 mark of this opening half. Elmhurst will play, as they turn the ball over here, they will play in a quarterfinal game next Tuesday in the CCIW Conference Tournament. The top 6 teams get in. The question is where they will play and who they will play. That's still kind of up in the air. But hopefully it will be here at R.A. Fagnall Hall, and if that's the case, we'll have it for you here on BlueJayTV.com. We'll find out later tonight, depending on what other teams do. 3-ball attempt, Schneiders is off the mark. And another battle for the rebound. Man, battle between Thomas and Braun, and possession arrow going to Wheaton. Boy, Miles Thomas, he is a scrapper, captain of this team. Ocean Johnson, another captain, along with Wes Hooker. Johnson back into the game. So for John Baines, you've got Thomas, Taylor, Zapinski, Ocean Johnson, and Tegan Pearson out on the floor. It's a 3-point lead here for Wheaton. Andrew Williams to inbound it here for Wheaton. Williams gets it into Askew, and it's out of bounds to Wheaton. 3 officials, by the way, Nitin Rao, Bobby Mazalewski, and Jeff Lewis are your 3 officials for this afternoon's game. Again, a rematch from December 10th when Elmhurst won in overtime, 79-75. This, by the way, is the 184th meeting between Wheaton and Elmhurst. Wheaton has a distinct advantage, 134-49. Williams at the free throw line, picks up his dribble. Shot clock down to 5. Shot by Schneiders is off. Jonathan Zapinski with the rebound. Elmhurst has won 6 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams. Thomas to Johnson. Ocean elevating. Yes. Ocean Johnson buries the 3, and we're tied at 15. As we approach the 11-minute mark of this opening half, Askew against Zapinski, elevates and hits. TJ Askew from 16, he has 8, and the lead is 2 for Wheaton. Ocean Johnson down on the block, turns, fades, and it was blocked by Sock. Nate Sock with a block, ball loose. Zapinski picks it up. Jonathan 3-on-2, bounce pass to Thomas. No, Zapinski with the putback. Jonathan all over the offensive glass. He's already had a number of rebounds, a number of blocked shots. Second year in a row, he's not only leading the team, but leading the conference in block shots. He's the all-time shot blocker in Elmhurst Blue Jay history. Steal by Thomas. Thomas with the pick. And it's blocked. Put back though by Zapinski. Jonathan Zapinski with the putback. Great hustle by the senior, Jonathan Zapinski. And the Blue Jays lead it by 2. Timeout taken here. Take another look. There's a beautifully timed block on the shot by Ocean Johnson. The shot block by Nate Sock. Loose ball. You'll see Zapinski pick it up. 3-on-2 situation. Beautiful bounce pass. Thomas couldn't get there, but Jonathan was right there to put it back in. And now, in transition, Thomas off the steal. Thomas just ripped it away. And his shot was partially blocked, but there he is again, number 15, Jonathan Zapinski, the big Texan, trailing and getting the offensive rebound and another putback. 6 different Blue Jays have scored here in this game. 4 different Thunder have scored. Eddie Scott into the game now for the Thunder. Double team on Williams. He's in trouble. Skip pass over to Chavello. His 3 is good. Nice pass out of the double team. Nick Chavello burying the triple. And with that 3, Wheaton recaptures the lead. Wallach back into the game for John Baines. 3-ball, Hooker. Yes. Both teams shooting very, very well. Hooker had a dozen the last time these two teams met back at King Arena. Blue Jays back by 2 as the lead seesaws back and forth. Boy, what an environment. Playoff atmosphere here tonight. Beautiful move over Zapinski by TJ Askew. Askew now in double figures with 10. And we're tied at 22. Zapinski goes baseline against Askew. Askew with the flop, and it's an offensive foul. Well, TJ Askew took the charge. Take another look at it here. Boy, not much contact there. But Zapinski is going to get called for the foul. For Jonathan now, that's his second, and he comes out of the game here at the 8:56 mark. Reese Taylor checks in for Jonathan Zapinski, who is out with the 2 fouls. That's big. Blue Jays need Zippy in the game. And a block here against the Blue Jays. Foul will be on Itunes. Askew with a nice take to the hoop. Itunes tried to take the charge, but he gets called for the foul, his first. Both teams with 5 team fouls here in this first half. Of course, the limit is 7. Considine kicks it out. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Popping up top is Considine. Scott back to Considine. Considine lost it. With 5 on the shot clock, the Thunder turn it over. John Baines in his 10th year as the head coach. Of course, a longtime assistant here at Elmhurst under Mark Scher. Great playing career at Illinois Wesleyan. He won over 100 games in his 4-year career. Won a national championship with the Titans. Made it to the National Division III tournament all 4 years that he played with the Titans. Mike Schauer in his 14th season as the head coach of the Thunder. He should get Coach of the Year honors this year. He's also the athletic director at Wheaton. Askew on the drive into the lane, puts it up. Lost control of the ball, but he got fouled. And it looks like it's going to be on Wes Hooker. It is on Wes. That is his first. And so Askew to the line. TJ, a 75% free throw shooter on the year. His first trip to the foul line. Comes up a little bit short there. Wheaton 3 for 4 from the foul line so far in this game. The Blue Jays are 4 for 6 from the free throw line. We are tied at 22. Askew to break the tie, and he misses that one. So he misses both free throws. Hooker with the rebound. West drops it off to Itunes. Itunes transferred in from Triton Community College and has fit in beautifully for John Baines this season. Hooker penetrating, getting into the lane. Fades. Oh, couldn't get it to go. Askew with the rebound. What a move by Wes Hooker. Just couldn't finish. Chavello dribbling up top. 15 on the shot clock. Braun gets it to Askew. Right back to Braun. Three ball attempt by Scott. No good. Rebound to Pearson. Pearson ahead to Itunis. John drives and lost control of it. Out of bounds to the Thunder. John Baines going to his bench here. Cole Hornbuckle into the game. Lanky, good athlete, 6'6", junior from Fishers, Indiana. Braun spins, trying to get Hornbuckle up in the air, but Cole stood his ground. Nice driving move by Askew, and he finishes with the left hand. Boy, Askew, nice player. Hooker's three is off. Askew got a rebound. Here's Scott, guarded by Hooker. Now they switch, Johnson on him. Chiavello holding up top, guarded by Itunis. Three ball attempt, Chiavello, and he banks it in. Oh my. Nick Chiavello's second triple. He's got 6, and it's a 5-point lead, a 5-0 run here by the Thunder. Remember, it was tied at 22. Just under 6 minutes to go here in this first half. Ocean on Askew. Three ball, Pearson. Back to the iron, no. Rebound, Chiavello. Boy, he had a good look at that from the top of the key. Chiavello looking for an outlet. Scott back to Chiavello. Skip pass, and on the pass off to Askew, a foul. Askew hit the three, but it was after the whistle. There's the foul on the pass off. It's going to be on Cole Hornbuckle. His first, 6th team foul. Well, it was on the pass off, so it's the 6th team foul. Why is he shooting free throws? He didn't shoot the ball. It was on the pass off. Should be taking the ball out of bounds. I'm not sure. Okay. Or oh, it is a 7th. Okay, they switched it on the board. I looked up on the board. It says 6, and indeed it is now. That's the 7th team foul. So Schneiders hits the front end of the 1-and-1. And Michael will have one more. Schneider's on the year, 74% free throw shooter. For a team, Wheaton, 73% free throw shooter. By the way, I failed to mention in the women's game, in which the Blue Jays fell to the Thunder 78-42, which was the final game of the season for the women Blue Jays team, as Schneiders hits the 2 free throws. Cole Hornbuckle comes out, Sapinski back in. Teth Carrillo, her Blue Jays, the WBCA Top 25 Academic Honor Roll, the women Blue Jays team 17th in the nation with a 3.531 team GPA. Yeah, that is a team GPA. So congratulations to Coach Carrillo and her Blue Jays for getting it done in the classroom. A 3.5 team GPA. Shot clock down to 3, and Johnson whipped it out of bounds. Intended for Zapinski. Man, that is just awful impressive. Team GPA of 3.5. All right, under 5 minutes to play here. The lead is 7 for the Thunder, and they've got the ball. (29-22) Thunder. Popping out here is Chiavello. Now this is Braun. Schneiders with 7 on the shot clock. The drive by Chiavello puts it up, no good. Rebound to Johnson. Ocean pushing it up here for the Blue Jay. Doesn't have the numbers. Wes Hooker, though, on the drives kind of forced that one a little bit. Tough shot by Wes. And now at the other end, it's Schneiders. Boy, the Blue Jays, they're really looking to push the tempo. Really looking to get out in transition, but That last time, though, West didn't have the numbers, didn't have the advantage. Sort of forced that one a bit. Schneider's in the lane, got Sapinski up in the air, but Jonathan partially blocked it. Here's West in the open floor again, tried the Euro move, and on the move, he ran right into the chest of Andrew Williams, and Williams took the charge. For Hooker, his second. Good call. Here you see West tried to go to his left, but as he did, Williams was right there and he took the charge. Nice defensive play by Andrew Williams of Wheaton. And so Hooker now with his second personal foul. Hooker comes out of the game, into the game to replace him as Miles Thomas. 3:38 left. Nate Sock, number 10, back into the game for the Thunder. Askew, Chavello on the drive. Askew will take the triple and hit. Wow, what a first half by TJ Askew. That's his third from downtown. He's got 15 first half points to lead all scores. And the lead is 10 for Wheaton, its biggest lead of the game. Sapinski left baseline is short. Rebound by Sock. And a held ball. Sock had the rebound, and as he came down, Miles Thomas tied him up. And on the alternate possession, it'll go to the Blue Jays. Man, got some athletes on the floor here today. Timeout on the floor here, 3:05 remaining. Wheaton leads it by 10, 32-22, and we should mention coming up at halftime, we are going to have a presentation. We're gonna honor the seniors from the Elmhurst University Palms team. And we'll also have a performance from them. We're also going to have a performance from the Elmhurst University cheer team. That's coming up here at halftime. I'll give you the first half stats as well. That's coming up at the half. 32-22 in favor of Wheaton. TJ Askew has been the man here in this first half. 15 first half points for him. Oh, they tried the alley-oop it off the inbounds pass to Sapinski, but Jonathan got it back. Thomas on the spin. Thomas leans in, has his shot blocked from behind by Askew. 6 on the shot clock. Sapinski got Askew in the air. Itunis will take the triple. Top of the key, no. Thomas and Askew battling for it. Ocean Johnson for 3. Yes. Ocean Johnson, his second triple, has 8 points. Leads the Blue Jays in scoring. He also leads the Blue Jays in shattered backboards with 1. Had that last Saturday against North Park. Chavello at the free throw line. Elevates. No. Itunis with the rebound. Thomas driving into the lane. Kicks it out. Johnson elevating. Back to the iron, a little too strong on that 3 attempt. Sock got the rebound. Gives it off to Williams. 2 minutes remaining here in this exciting first half. Senior Day here at R.A. Faginal Hall. Both of these two teams will be playing in the CCIW Conference Tournament next week. 3-ball by Williams. It's good. Andrew Williams buries the triple. He's the third different Thunder to knock one down from downtown. It's a 10-point lead for Wheaton, 35-25. 3-ball by Pearson is off. Wheaton 9-1 away from King Arena. Williams driving baseline on Pearson. Creates some space and kisses it off the glass. So Andrew Williams, back-to-back field goals. He hit a triple and now a lay-in. Only loss for Wheaton on the road as we've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. was back on January 25th when they lost to North Park in Chicago, 66-63. That's their only road loss of the year. Foul, by the way, was on Nate Sock, his first. 16 fouls for Wheaton, 18 fouls for Elmhurst. So the Blue Jays over the limit here with 49 seconds to go in the half. Pearson holding up top. Taylor on the drive. Taylor to the reverse and lays it in. First field goal for the senior Reese Taylor. Reese with 4, and the Blue Jays are within 10. 37-27. About a 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams guarded by Johnson now. Good matchup there. Shot clock down to 10. Williams wants a screen. Now up comes Chiavello. And Williams having trouble holding on to dribbling the basketball, and a shot clock violation. So good defense by the Blue Jays. Sock back into the game for Wheaton. He comes in for Braun. And Wallach back in along with Hornbuckle for John Baines. 2 7/10 seconds remaining. Blue Jays with the ball down 10. Pearson, three-quarter court shot is short. One half of basketball in the books here, and the Thunder, the number 7th ranked team in the country, according to D3Hoops.com, leading by 10 over the Blue Jays of Elmhurst University, 37-27. First half scoring real quick. Ocean Johnson with 8, John Itunes with 2, Wallach with 2, Zapinski with 4, but Zapinski with a number of rebounds and blocked shots. Wes Hooker with 7, Reese Taylor with 4. Leading the way for the Thunder was TJ Askew with 15 points. And now let's go to the public address announcer, Bruce Hill, for this halftime senior celebration.
Please welcome to the floor Talene Karagosian, accompanied by her parents, Kavork and Ani. Talene will be graduating with a degree in exercise science and a minor in dance education. Give it up for Talene Karagosian. Next, from the Elmhurst University Palms team, please welcome to the floor Grace Savio. Accompanied by her father, Mike, Grace will be graduating with a degree in criminal justice with minors in dance, education, sociology, and history. Give it up for Grace. Finally, from the Elmhurst University Palms team, please welcome to the floor Jennifer Sutowitz. Accompanied by her parents, Edmund and Rosalinda, Jennifer will be graduating with a degree in nursing and a minor in psychology. Give it up for Jennifer Sutowitz.
Well, let's take a look at the first half stats as we saw the halftime celebration honoring the seniors. For the Blue Jays, in that first half, they shot 10 of 31 from the field. That was good for 32%. Meanwhile, Wheaton shot 13 of 25 for 52%. Leading scorer, as I mentioned, for Wheaton Thunder. A great first half by TJ Askew. He finished with 15 points. He was 6 of 7 from the field, 3 of 3 from behind the arc. He finished up with 15 points. 6 points for Nick Chiavello, and 8 points for Andrew Williams. Leading scorer for the Blue Jays in that first half was Ocean Johnson, 8 points. Wes Hooker with 7. Jonathan Sapinski had 4 points, but he also had 5 rebounds in that first half and 2 blocked shots. Turnovers, Elmhurst with 5 and Wheaton with 9. And now a halftime performance by Nicoletta Boyk from Elmhurst University. Nicoletta Boyk, what an excellent halftime performance by her.
Next up, please welcome the Elmhurst University cheer team led by captains Miranda Barrett and Vanessa Carr.
We are at halftime with the Thunder leading by 10, 37-27. But wait, first, we are going to have a performance here by by the cheerleaders, I believe, right? Here we go.
You like that. If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and met me at the perfect time. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm with a meeting, don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining so bright. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you, moonlight, come on dance with me. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you, moonlight, come on dance with me. Of its own right now, and it makes me hate me. Let's go.
The Elmhurst University cheer team, led by captains Miranda Barrett and Vanessa Carr. And looks like we are going to have...
And finally, please welcome the Elmhurst University Palms team. Earlier today, the Palms team competed at the Illinois Collegiate Dance Competition at Concordia, Chicago. And they finished in second place in both Palms and Jazz.
Grace
Palms
Anderson
are led by captains Talene Karagosian, Grace Anderson, and McKenna Ostos.
Palms team.
Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, where they play the right music, getting in the swing. You come to look for a king. Anybody could be that guy. Night is young and the music's high. With a bit of rock music, everything's fine. You're in the mood for a dance. And when you get the chance, you are the dancing queen. Young and sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. You can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen.
Wow.
Your Elmhurst University
Going back to
Palms team.
1976. Dancing Queen there. Nicely done by the Elmhurst University Palms team as we are at the break here at R.A. Fagenal Hall. 10-point lead for the Thunder, 37-27. We'll take a break. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com.
For nearly 150 years, Elmhurst College prepared students for lives of meaning and success. Today, as Elmhurst University, we're carrying on that proud legacy. A beautiful campus just 30 minutes from downtown Chicago. Small classes where you'll get to know your professors. And top-ranked majors and graduate programs that will open the door to the career of your dreams. As we celebrate a new name for our institution in an ever-changing world, our values and spirit remain the same. Welcome to Elmhurst University.
You just might end up making the world a better place. But first, you have to discover who you are and what you can learn from others. To do that, you have to seek out teachers and mentors who will help you identify your goals and challenge you to go after them. Before you can do that, you have to find a community that welcomes and supports you. A place where you can learn, a place where you can thrive. Before you can do that, you must have motivation and desire to improve your mind, your soul, your circumstances. To ignite that desire, you must find your potential. We'll help you discover your potential once you discover us. Elmhurst University.
Mark Kruger welcoming you back to R.A. Fagnall Hall. Second half just about ready to get underway here. Wheaton leads it by 10. They will have the ball to start the second half. 37-27. TJ Askew with 15 points in that first half. We'll see how the Blue Jays start out defensively. It's Ocean Johnson guarding him to start this second half. Driving baseline is Askew, and a whistle, and I think Ocean got a little bit of contact. For Johnson, it'll be his first. You're going to see Askew drive baseline. Boy, not too many people get by Ocean driving baseline, but Askew did. This guy's a good player. Comes up a little bit short there on his free throw attempt. Askew on the year is a 75% free throw shooter. Second free throw is good, 16 now for Askew. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Brett Marhanka. He's the assistant athletic director at Wheaton. He's also the athletics communications director, providing me with all the stats for Wheaton, both for the men's game and for the women's game played earlier today. So I want to thank Brett, does tremendous work. Oh, Wes Hooker puts up a wild shot. Put back by Walt, but it hit the top of the backboard. And so it's going to go to the Thunder. Brett in attendance here tonight. Great crowd on hand here. Well, I wasn't going to go through the scenario, but I won't get specific, but the CCIW Conference Tournament is next week. The top 6 teams get there. Both of these 2 teams will play in it. If Wheaton holds on and wins this game, and it's a big if, my dad told me a long time ago that if 3 ball by Cruikshank is no good, rebound Hooker, that if and buts were candy and nuts, every day would be Christmas. But Hooker to the hoop, and he lays it in. Wes Hooker with 9. If Wheaton holds on and wins this game today, they would get the number 1 seed, and they would host the semis and the championship game next Friday and Saturday. That would be at King Arena. What's interesting, if the Blue Jays can come back and win, Cruikshank kicks it out, 3 ball, Considine, back of the iron, no. Zapinski with the rebound, ahead to Hooker. Considine comes over and intercepts it. Boy, he was a safety, playing a zone defense that time. If Elmhurst beats Wheaton tonight and Illinois Wesleyan knocks off Carthage, Carthage is at Illinois Wesleyan, by the way, there would be 4 teams at 8-8. Carthage, Elmhurst, North Central, and Illinois Wesleyan would all finish 8-8. And the conference, they'd have to figure it out. They'd have to go into some type of tiebreaker. Cruikshank with the layup. He's got 6. And they'd have to figure things out as to who would host. Even if Elmhurst loses today, there could be a chance that they would host on Tuesday. If they do, we'll have it for you. It's all mumbled up. Again, 4 teams could finish the conference season with 8-8 records. Hooker for 3. Whoa. That was way off to the right. 40-29. Thunder by 11. Not sure if I cleared that up for you or not. Backing in and going to the left hand is Nick Chavello. 8 points for him. He had a couple of threes back in the first half. 42-29. Boy, John Itunis, who had 30 the last time these 2 teams played, has just 2 points here in this game. Ocean Johnson's shot is off. Ocean guarding Cruikshank. Cruikshank on the drive. Yes, and 1. Cruikshank starting to become a little more aggressive here in the start of the second half. And a timeout taken by John Baines. 16:48 left. It's 44-29. It's a 15-point advantage for the Thunder. First half numbers, Wheaton out-rebounded the Blue Jays 19-16. 9 turnovers for Wheaton in the first half, just 5 turnovers for Elmhurst. The Blue Jays were 3 of 10 from behind the arc. The Thunder 6 of 10. Free throws, 5 of 7 Wheaton. Blue Jays 4 of 6. A 7-2 run by the Thunder to start this second half, and they have blossomed this lead up to 15. 44-29. Some of the crowd, some of the fans enjoying themselves here tonight. We hope you're enjoying it as well, wherever you are in this wide world web of ours. Second game of our doubleheader. The women, earlier today, the Blue Jays women's team lost to the Thunder. 78-42 was the final in that one. Caroline Sickink had 18 for Wheaton. Taylor Harrison had 18 for the Blue Jays. All right, here's Cruikshank. Completes the 3-point play. He's averaging nearly 20 points per game. He's got 9 right now. The lead is 16. 45-29. Little bit at a time. Can't get it all back at once. This is a solid defensive unit, though, this Wheaton team. Hooker with the easy lay-in. West now in double figures with 11, and that's what the Blue Jays have to do. Utilize their quickness, get to the hoop. They tried to do that in the first half, but the Thunder took several charges and sort of negated that a little bit. But West with a nice move to the hoop, taking advantage of his quickness. Cruikshank now, guarded by West. Now they switch off. Pearson is on Cruikshank right now. They switch back. Cruikshank for three. Hooker with the rebound. West pushing it up here. Wheaton gets back defensively. Ocean elevating for three. Rimming around. Jonathan Zapinski with the offensive rebound and the putback. 6 now for Jonathan Zapinski. Zippy having a strong game on the glass. 45-33. 15:29 left. Final game of the regular season for both teams. Askew, double team, stolen by Zapinski. Jonathan into the front court. Bounce pass to Hooker. No! West got it back though. Blocked out of bounds by Askew. Oh my. Back into the game, Schneiders for Wheaton. Take another look. Well, that's the tail end of it there as it rolled around the rim and out. Itunes to inbound it. Boy, you know sooner or later, John Itunes, he's going to hit a couple of jump shots. Pearson, speaking of jump shots, he was fouled from behind the arc by Cruikshank. Now, what's good here is it's going to be 3 shots, and it's also going to be 3 fouls on Cruikshank. So that will probably get Tyson out of the game at the 15-11 mark of the second half. And Tegan Pearson at the line, an 88% free throw shooter, one of the top free throw shooters that the Blue Jays have. He'll have 3. He'll have 2 more. 6'3" junior from Westchester. Went to Nazareth Academy. Former road runner is Pearson. Hits the second. Back into the game is Scott. And he comes in for Cruikshank. Boy, now the Blue Jays, they have to capitalize with Cruikshank on the bench. 3rd free throw by Pearson is good. So Tegan hits all 3 free throws. And the Blue Jays are within 10. So they're back to their halftime 10-point deficit. Schneiders gives it up here to Askew. Askew for 3. It's good. 19 for TJ Askew, and John Baines wants a timeout here. TJ Askew with his 4th triple, his 4th field goal from downtown, and he now leads all scorers with 19 points. It's a full timeout taken by John Baines. I mentioned Carthage is at Illinois Wesleyan today. In other action, Milliken is at Carroll. North Park is at Augustana. I mentioned that Carthage is at Illinois Wesleyan. If Illinois Wesleyan wins that game, and again, they're at home against Carthage, and Elmhurst can come from behind and knock off Wheaton tonight, there would be 4 teams with conference records of 8-8. Carthage, Elmhurst, North Central, and Illinois Wesleyan would all have 8-8 conference records. Those are your 3 through 6 seeds in the CCIW conference tournament next week. If the Blue Jays do host next Tuesday night, it will be, we'll have it for you here at R.A. Faginal Hall. Let's hope that's the case. Here's West now into the front court, guarded by Scott. Popping out is Itunes. Boy, they have really done a nice job defensively on Itunes. Chavello is guarding him right now. This was off John's leg. Ooh, I thought they may have called a backcourt. 4 on the shot clock. Hooker drives, kicks it out. Johnson shoots at the buzzer, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Ocean had another second. He could have got off a little better shot, but he forced his shot knowing the shot clock was about to go off. 48-36, 12-point lead for Wheaton. Coming up on the 14-minute mark, I should say. Askew driving on Zapinski. Flipped it out. Top of the key here to Chavello. Askew now guarded by Zapinski. Shoots the three. That's no good. Hooker elevating for the rebound. Head to Pearson. Pearson on the drive. Takes it all the way with the left hand. No, but a foul. Snyder's with the foul for Micah, his first. So a good take to the hoop that time by Tegan Pearson, and he returns to the foul line where a moment ago he buried 3 straight free throws. Now 4 in a row. Back into the game, Connor Braun and Andrew Williams for the Thunder. One more free throw coming for Tegan. 5 in a row from the foul line for Tegan Pearson here in the second half. And once again, the Blue Jays are back within 10. Boy, we need a couple of stops here. Now Ocean Johnson is guarding Askew, and he tried to get it to Considine, and a little bit of miscommunication there. But check that, it was Schneiders who he tried to throw it to, but Schneiders wasn't looking for it. So Wheaton turns it over. Let's see if the Blue Jays can take advantage. Considine guarding Itunes. John with the ball now. And a blocking foul will be called on Braun. For Connor, it's his first. Third team foul of the half. Hooker to inbound. John Itunes shoots 41% from behind the arc. Well, he tried to get one off there, but Wheaton closed out quickly. Elevating from the free throw line was Pearson, no good. Williams got the rebound. Andrew gets it across into the front court. 13 minutes remaining here in regulation. Blue Jays down 10. Askew on the drive, he got bumped. And he will be fouled here. Boy, I'm not saying Askew acted on that play, but he didn't get hit too hard. Well, maybe a little bit there by Jonathan, by Jonathan Zapinski. Jonathan is a pretty solid body there. He goes 6'6", 220, and that's 220 of muscle by Zapinski. So Askew misses the first free throw. Schneiders comes out. Eddie Scott comes into the game to replace him. So Askew looking for his 20th point of the game. Comes up short. Itunes with the rebound. So it's still a 10-point deficit for the Blue Jays. John Itunes with the ball. Penetrating, takes it all the way. Can't get it to go, but a blocking foul. Good call by the official. It's going to be on Scott. Watch it here now. Itunes, he got bumped on the back of the head. Right, well, maybe it was his right shoulder. Scott with a foul. And so John Itunes to the line to shoot 2. Itunes an 85%. Oh, boy. Why did I even say it? 85% free throw shooter, misses the first. Thomas is back in for the Blue Jays. Chavello is back in along with Considine for Wheaton. Second free throw for Itunes is good. single-digit, well, a single-digit deficit now. Yeah, 48-39. 12:29 to go. Scott, guarded by Hooker. Constantine holding. Popping out now, Chiavello. They switch. Zapinski on him right now. Chiavello into the lane. Leans in on Zapinski and an offensive foul. As he leaned in, they called the foul on Chiavello. Watch it right here. He leans in right there with his left shoulder, and that's where they call the foul on Chiavello. His first. Well, the Blue Jays with the ball now, trailing by 9. Coming up on the 12-minute mark. Thunder man-to-man defensively. Thomas popping out. See if we can get the Blue Jays going to the rack here. Jonathan holding, now up top is Hooker. 10 on the shot clock. Hooker behind the back dribble, gets into the paint, puts it up with the left hand, no call, no foul. Williams comes up with it, and Hooker is coming up very slowly at the other end. 3-ball, Cruikshank is off. Zapinski with the rebound, and Wes Hooker points and wants out of the game, and it's his left ankle. Now, he injured that ankle on Wednesday night in the Blue Jays win against Augustana, and he may have re-aggravated that. Oh, man, that's a big blow for the Blue Jays. The trainer is going to do all he can, but Wes is out of the game now. Thomas is back in. Thomas, Pearson, Itunis, Zapinski, and Ocean Johnson. Thomas up top. 3-ball by Pearson. No good. Cruikshank got the rebound. Cruikshank brings it ahead himself. Guarded by Thomas. They switch. Ocean now on Cruikshank. Chiavello thought about the three. Taking the three was socked. No good. Pearson directing traffic. Pearson stops behind the arc. Gives it to Itunis. John on the drive. John takes it all the way. Coming from the weak side was Sock, who blocked it, but a foul. They're going to get Chiavello with the bump. His second. Good take to the hoop by Itunis. Watch him go baseline. Chiavello right there on the bump. So John to the line where he is 1 for 2. He'll have a pair here. Nails down the first. Back into the game, Askew. The Blue Jays as a team from the free throw line, 75%. Wheaton, 73% as a team. Second free throw coming for John. Nothing but net on that one. 5 points tonight for John Itunis. It's a 7-point lead for Wheaton. 48-41. Williams, top of the key. Popping out, Considine. Here's Chiavello. Considine. Cruikshank. Penetrates. Oh, he slipped. No call. And now a whistle. And what's the call? A foul on Itunis on the bump. Boy, I thought they were going to call a walk. But instead, it's a foul on John Itunis. Not there, you see the slip. And there's the bump right there on John Itunis. And for John, his second, 14. Blue Jay crowd not liking that call. 16 fouls for Wheaton, by the way. Considine into the lane against Zapinski. Out to Askew. 12 on the shot clock. Chiavello will launch the three. Short. And it's going to go out of bounds to the Blue Jay. All right, Blue Jay basketball down by just 7. 48-41. As we are halfway through the second half. Itunis for 3. Yes! There it is. John Itunis buries the 3, and the Blue Jays are within 4. Chavello holding up top, now making the move against Pearson. Trying to get it to Askew, now they finally do. Guarded by Ocean. Considine into the lane, double team, puts it up strong, but the foul by Chavello. Nick Chavello with the putback lay-in, and John Baines wants a timeout here. A full timeout taken. 10 points now for Nick Chavello. Oh my, nobody boxed him out, and he came in and got the offensive rebound in the putback. Chavello now in double figures, he has 10. Oh my. Well, here's that last bucket. You see John Itunis backing out behind the arc and nailing the shot. Remember, he had that clutch shot in the final seconds of regulation back in Wheaton, and here you'll see the block and the putback there by Chavello. Nobody boxing him out, and he gets the putback, and now it is a 6-point lead for Wheaton, 50-44. Special shout out to our crew, our executive producer, Glenn Liljeberg, his daughter Ashley, our producer, director, and engineer, Greg Rosel, camera operator, doing a great job. Ashley, by the way, a senior here at Elmhurst University. Early congratulations to Ashley, a double major, digital marketing communications and a digital media double major, along with a minor in dance education. So we thank our staff, our crew here tonight at Elmhurst University. We are going to be in for a good finish, I got a feeling here. Thomas gets it in to Ocean Johnson, and the backboard held up. The backboard did not shatter, and oh, we almost had another dunk. Ocean couldn't track that one down. Here it is again. Thomas with a beautiful bounce pass. Ocean elevating, and the backboard holds up. Ocean now in double figures with 10. Man, would it have been something if that one shattered too a week later? By the way, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, a week ago, here at R.A. Fagnall Hall, the North Park Vikings were in town, and the game went into double overtime, and in the start of double overtime, Ocean Johnson went up for a dunk, just like he just did here, and the backboard shattered. 50-46. Oh, and answering at the other end with the three is Eli Considine. 53-46. Things starting to heat up here, folks. 7-point lead for the Thunder. Thomas backing in on Crookshank, puts it up and in. Miles Thomas, his first 2 points of the game. And the Blue Jays are within 5. Up top here is Considine, guarded by the Texan, Jonathan Zapinski. Reaching by Zapinski. Turnaround, one-handed shot by Williams. No good. Zippy with the rebound. Pearson into the front court. Itunis for 3. Back of the iron, no. Ocean, his putback is good. The athleticism starting to become a factor for the Blue Jays. Johnson now with a dozen. Blue Jays within 1. It's a one-possession game. 53-50. Thomas with the reach in, almost the steal. 3-ball attempt at the other end, no good, Askew. Rebound Pearson. Blue Jays can tie with a triple. Zapinski holding up top. 2 dribbles. Trying to find a teammate, he does, to Pearson. 15 on the shot clock. Pearson for the tie. Back of the iron, no. Williams with the rebound. Oh my. The Blue Jay crowd was on its feet, ready to explode. Boy, you can see in the play of both, everybody out there getting tired, getting fatigued. Askew on the drive. Leaves it short. Oh, a late whistle. Man, a late whistle. They're going to hit Jonathan Zapinski with the foul. That's going to be foul number 3 on him. But, boy, they blew the whistle right there. John Itunis had possession of the ball. They called the foul. So you see John Baines. He wonders what's going on. A full timeout taken by John Baines. And we'll keep it here with 6:39 left. Jonathan Zapinski picks up his 3rd foul. And so Wheaton will be shooting 2 free throws here. Team foul situation. Elmhurst with 6, Wheaton with 6. Nobody really in foul trouble right now with 6:39 left. Zapinski has 3 fouls. Cruikshank has 3 fouls for Wheaton. Man, what a game. Right around the 10-11 minute mark is when things started to heat up a bit. Nice second half comeback by the Blue Jays. They were trailing by 10 at the break, 37-27, and they find themselves trailing by just 3 right now. But it'll be TJ Askew to the line to shoot 2. He is just 1 of 6 from the free throw line in tonight's game. For the year, a 75% free throw shooter. He'll have 2 free throws here. Connects on the first. $20 now for TJ Askew. He's got 21. $55-50. Thunder by 5. Pearson going baseline, got cut off. Spins into the lane, puts it up. Tough shot. Off balance shot, no good. Cruikshank with the rebound. Cruikshank drops it off to Chiavello. Good ball movement here for the Thunder. Cruikshank for 3. Too strong. Itunis. Oh, it's tapped out by Chiavello, but Zapinski comes up with a loose ball. Blue Jays with the ball, trailing by 5. Itunis steps back for 3. John Itunis hits another triple, and the Blue Jays are within 2. 55-53 Wheaton. 5:40 to go. Cruikshank drives. Hooker with the rebound. And now the Blue Jays can tie or take the lead. Johnson off the glass and in. We're tied at 55. Fives are wild here at R.A. Fagerty Hall. What a finish. 5:12 to go in regulation. Could this game go into overtime? Williams, shot clock down to 9, and we got a whistle. Some contact away from the ball. Tegan Pearson is going to get hit with the foul for Tegan, his second. It's the 17th foul, so the Blue Jays are over the limit, and so Askew now will shoot 1 in the bonus. Pearson trying to get a little bit of, trying to get physical with Askew, and Tegan talking to the official, just trying to work him for the next one. Askew returns to the foul line. He's only 3 for 8 from the foul line in this game. A 75% free throw shooter. Boy, it's not how many you make, but when you make them, right? Askew has hit his last 3 straight free throws. That breaks the tie and gives the Thunder a 1-point lead. Askew with 23. He wears number 23 on the back of his jersey. He's got 23 points. Thunder by 2. Itunis now drives into the lane, off the glass and in. John Itunis, after making a couple of triples, now penetrates into the lane. What a smart player. We're tied at 57. Askew spots up for 3. Yes. TJ Askew buries another triple. His 5th from downtown. TJ Askew. Watch Itunis. That's his 3. Beautiful step back. John starting to come alive here in this second half. There you see Ocean Johnson with the putback. That tied the game. And now John Itunis takes it to the hoop after hitting a couple of trays. And now a big 3 by TJ Askew. The game was tied, but that 3 breaks the tie. He now has 26 points, and the Thunder lead by 3, 60 to 57. If you're looking at the timeout situation, Elmhurst has 3 timeouts left. The Thunder with 2 timeouts left. And again, the last time these two teams played, it went into overtime. That was at King Arena on December 10th. The Blue Jays pulled it out 79 to 75. Blue Jays with the ball here, trailing by 3. 4.5 left in regulation. Miles Thomas back into the game for the Blue Jays. Every possession so critical here. Itunis has it blocked by Chavello. Huge block by Nick Chavello of Wheaton. Cruikshank now guarded by Thomas. Cruikshank passes it off. Stolen by Wes Hooker. Great defensive play by Wes. And Askew with a steal of his own gets it to Williams. Williams whips it to the corner. Chavello for 3, short. Into the hands of Wes Hooker. Whoa, let's slow things down a bit here. Let's all catch our breath here for a minute. Blue Jays with the ball trailing by 3. Down goes Chavello. Oh, they're calling an offensive foul on Thomas. Miles can't believe it. Chavello went down to the floor. Take another look at it here. They're going to call it on Miles Thomas, number 11. Oh, come on. Miles was just jogging to set the screen. And Chavello ran into Thomas, actually. That should just be a no call. That's a bad call, folks. I don't normally say anything about the officials, but Miles was just coming over to set the screen. Cruikshank. Considine now. And through the fingertips of Chavello. All right, we get the ball back. Tegan Pearson checks back in. And he comes in for Miles Thomas. Oh, man. 3:27 left. Blue Jays again could tie it with a long one. 60 to 57. Wheaton man-to-man defensively. Itunis gives it off to Pearson for the tie. $60 to 60. Just over 3 minutes to go in regulation. A capacity crowd being entertained here at R.A. Fagenal Hall. What a game. Askew on the drive, kicks it out. Skip pass, 3-ball, Considine is gone. Eli Considine with his second from downtown. Thunder by 3. 2:40 to go. Pearson for the tie, but he was fouled. Cruikshank with the foul, his 4th. So Pearson, an 88% free throw shooter, who is 5 for 5 from the foul line, will get 3 free throws. This happened to him earlier this half where he got fouled behind the arc and he buried all three. Cruikshank with 4 fouls. Boy, Pearson with just a beautiful release. Six in a row made by Pearson from the free throw line. 7, oh man, I jinxed him. I jinxed him. All right, I'm keeping my mouth shut for the rest of the game here. I'm getting looks from all over the place. Sorry, guys. Knock it down for me, Tegan. There you go. Wheaton by 1 here. 63-62. Williams brings it up here for the Thunder, the 7th ranked team in the country. Cruikshank elevates, shoots, and rattles it in. 11 now for Cruikshank. He is in double figures. 7 of his 11 coming here in the second half, and a timeout. A 30-second timeout taken by John Baines here with 2:15 remaining. It's the Blue Jays trailing by 3. Well, I mentioned a week ago here at R.A. Faggot Hall against North Park, early on in the double overtime period, Ocean Johnson elevating, and the backboard shatters, and Ocean came down hard on his lower back. Watch it again here. Ocean elevating, and he landed hard on his lower back. He said it was sore. He also got cut up from the shattered glass that came down. So he joins Daryl Dawkins and Shaquille O'Neal. Here's another look. It took about an hour and a half for the crew to replace that shattered backboard. And he had a dunk on that replacement backboard today, and it didn't shatter, fortunately. All right, here we go. Blue Jays with the ball down by 3. 65-62. Pearson dropped it off to Zapinski, went through his legs. Cruikshank with a steal. Huge steal there, under 2 minutes to go. Williams at the point, guarded by Zapinski. That's a mismatch there. Considine guarded by Pearson. Now here's Cruikshank. Backdoor cut, Considine. Oh, Zapinski came over for the block. Jonathan can't believe it. They're calling the foul on Zapinski, his 4th. Wow, let's take another look at it. He comes over from the weak side, goes up. Hard to tell, may have gotten the arm. Considine to the line, where he's 2 for 2 from the line. Considine is an 80% free throw shooter on the year. Buries the first, he'll have one more. 9 points for Eli. Looking to become the 4th Thunder in double figures. And he does, he's got 10. Well, it's a 4-point lead, a 2-possession game here. Wheaton by 4. 90 seconds left in regulation. Zapinski backdoor cut. Ocean Johnson elevating and lays it in off the glass. 16 for Ocean Johnson, and the Blue Jays are within 3. 67-64. 1:12 to go. Askew. Guarded by Ocean Johnson, now gives it to Cruikshank. Cruikshank for 3, and he hits. Huge 3-ball by Tyson Cruikshank. 3rd team All-Region honors from D3Hoops.com a year ago. 1st team All-Conference performer. Bounce pass, Pearson to Zapinski, who lays it in. Jonathan now with 8, and a timeout taken by Coach Baines and the Blue Jays. It is a full timeout. Here's Cruikshank spotting up for the triple. Nothing but net. Cruikshank, a grad student, he's majoring in global leadership, part of the master's program at Wheaton College. What an effort. He only had 4 points in the first half, but he now has 14. 10 points here in the second half for Tyson. He's come up with some huge shots down the stretch here. The Thunder have made 5 threes in the second half. The Blue Jays have made 3 triples. 45 seconds to play. Both teams are in the bonus, by the way. Elmhurst with 9 team fouls, Wheaton with 7. As far as timeouts go, the Blue Jays are down to 1. Wheaton with 2 timeouts left. Coach Baines brings in Miles Thomas, along with Cole Hornbuckle, along with Reese Taylor. So Johnson, Hornbuckle, Taylor, Hooker, and Miles Thomas. Full court pressure now by the Blue Jays. Looking to create a turnover here. Williams, and a whistle and a foul. Wes Hooker with a foul, his 3rd. It's the 10th team foul, so 2 fouls coming now for the Thunder. Just under 43 seconds to go. Williams is 1 for 1 from the free throw line today. For the year, he's an 80% free throw shooter. Williams has 9. Zapinski, Itunis, and Pearson will check back in. Offense for defense. A 30-second timeout taken by the Thunder and head coach Mike Schauer. There you take a good look at Coach Schauer. Doubles as the athletic director at Wheaton College. Great job he has done with the Thunder this year. Probably CCIW Coach of the Year. And there's John Baines. Took his team to the national championship game a year ago. Boy, what an amazing season it was last year for John Baines and the Blue Jays. All right, they break the huddle, they come out. Williams will have 1 more free throw. It is a 5-point game, 71-66. 1 more free throw for Williams. He looks to become the 5th different Thunder to get into double figures. He currently has 9 points. Make it 10. (72-66). 3 ball by Pearson is short. Zapinski with the putback, and Coach Baines not using his last timeout. And a foul in the backcourt. It'll be on Itunis, I believe. Indeed, it is on John Itunis, his 3rd. So 2 more free throws coming for the Thunder. It'll bring Andrew Williams back to the line, where he just buried a couple of free throws. But the Blue Jays just trying to extend this thing as long as they can. Thunder trying to ice it at the foul line. Williams hits again. (73-68). Chance to make it a 6-point lead again here if Williams hits this free throw. Back of the iron, no good. Zapinski with the rebound. Half a minute remaining. Itunis. Ocean elevating for 3. It's short. Zapinski tried to save it. It went off of the back of the backboard. And so the ball goes back to Wheaton. And defensive substitutions here. The Blue Jays are going to have to foul immediately here. 20 seconds to go. The shot clock has been turned off. 73-68. Tough time getting it in, and Chiavello calls a timeout. That's the final timeout taken by the Thunder. The Blue Jays still have one timeout remaining. So 20 and 3/10 seconds remaining. Unfortunately, when the Blue Jays foul, or if they foul, Wheaton is in the double bonus here, so they will shoot 2 free throws. And in the second half, the Thunder getting it done from the free throw line. Wheaton 11 of 15 from the free throw line in the second half. So Wheaton will try to obviously spread the floor. Got their good free throw shooters out there. The Blue Jays obviously will try to get a 5-second count. And if the Thunder do indeed get the ball inbounds, the Blue Jays will foul immediately. Thomas, Wallach, Hooker, Hornbuckle, and Ocean Johnson out there for John Baines. And there's the foul with 18.8 seconds left. Fouls on Wes Hooker, his 4th. And that'll put Askew to the line to shoot 2. Wheaton looking for its 22nd win of the season. They come into this game 21-3. And they continue to knock down foul shots. Itunis back in, Zapinski back in. Zapinski, Hooker, Pearson, Itunis, and Johnson out there for John Baines. One more free throw for Askew. Askew hits, he now has 28. 28 for Askew, it's 75-68. 7-point lead. Itunis takes it all the way, lays it up, no good. Zapinski battling for the offensive rebound, 9 seconds to go. Itunis committing the foul against Chevello. And the Wheaton crowd on its feet. Itunis with the foul, his 4th. Listen to the Wheaton crowd. It looks like the Thunder will improve to 14-2 in conference, and they'll have the #1 seed in the CCIW Conference Tournament next week. They'll host the semis and the championship game. The semis will be next Friday. The CCIW championship game will be a week from today. And it will be at Wheaton. Chevello's 2nd free throw is also good. 12 points for Nick Chevello. Final seconds winding down here. 3-ball attempt by Pearson, no. Zapinski with the offensive rebound and the putback. And that's going to do it. So the Wheaton Thunder hold on and get the road win. Wheaton wins by 7. Their road record this year, by the way, is 10-1. So their overall record, 22-3, 14-2 in the league. They'll have the #1 seed heading into the CCIW Conference Tournament next week. Meanwhile, Elmhurst finishes the regular season with a record of 16-9, and they'll finish 8-8 in the CCIW. So right now, Elmhurst and North Central both have 8-8 records in the conference. Illinois Wesleyan is hosting Carthage. If Wesleyan beats Carthage today, both Carthage, Wesleyan, North Central, and Elmhurst would have 8-8 records. Scoring first for Wheaton, 5 players in double figures. Considine with 10, Chevello with 12, Williams with 11, Cruikshank with 14, your game high scorer, TJ Askew with 28. Meanwhile, for the Blue Jays, 4 players in double figures. Pearson with 10, Hooker with 11, Itunis with 13, actually 5 players in double figures. Zapinski with 12, Ocean Johnson with 16 points. So both teams had 5 players in double figures here tonight. Again, your final score, the Thunder come away with the victory on Senior Day, 77-70 over the Blue Jays. So for our entire crew, Mark Kruger saying so long. From R.A. Fagnall Hall, 7-point win for the Thunder. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So long, everybody.